What happens when a king decides enough is enough? When the private frustrations of a monarch spill over into what sources are now calling an ultimatum. We're talking about a seismic shift behind the palace walls, a story involving King Charles, the Duchess of Sussex, and a figure whose involvement has surprised many, the Princess of Wales. This isn't just family drama. This is a battle for the future of the monarchy itself. And if you think you know the whole story, you might want to think again. If you're captivated by the real stories unfolding behind the royal facade, you're in the right place. Welcome to Royal Report 24/7. And if you want to be the first to know how this royal standoff develops, make sure you're part of our inner circle. Subscribe and tap the like button right now. Sharing this video is the best way to make sure these stories are heard. Now, let's pull back the curtain. According to multiple reports from insiders close to the palace, a breaking point has been reached. The source of attention? The ongoing commercial ventures of the Sussex brand, which senior courtiers allegedly feel consistently blur the lines between personal enterprise and the dignity of the institution. But this time, the situation is said to be different. This time, the king himself is reportedly involved. The story, as it's being told by these sources, goes like this. In the wake of the recent launch of American Riviera Orchard, a series of high-level, and we are told, exceptionally tense meetings were held. The concern was not merely about a new business, but about a perceived pattern. A pattern where royal connections and titles, which the Sussexes step back from, are continually leveraged for global commercial gain. The fear in the palace, insiders suggest, is the irreversible commercialization of the crown. And this is where the ultimatum allegedly came into play. While the exact wording is known only to a handful of people, the message from King Charles, as conveyed through his most trusted aides, was reportedly stark. He is said to have drawn a firm, final line. The Sussexes must choose between their commercial brand and their formal royal patronages and connections. They cannot have both. It was presented not as a negotiation, but as a sovereign's decree. But here is where the plot thickens, and where a surprising new player enters this high-stakes drama. Several sources are now pointing to a key influence on the king's firm stance. The Princess of Wales, Catherine. Now, let's be clear. Catherine is the epitome of discretion. She would never publicly voice an opinion on this matter. But palace watchers and those claiming insider knowledge point to a powerful, silent influence. They suggest that William and Catherine, as the future of the monarchy, have become the standard bearers for a new, uncompromising approach. After years of what some insiders call strategic patience, the Waleses are reportedly advocating for the protection of the institution above all else. Catherine's own journey is crucial to understanding this dynamic. She has spent over a decade meticulously building her role. She entered the firm, learned its nuances, and has unwavering in her dedication to a life of service, not celebrity. From this perspective, the Sussex approach isn't just a different path. It's a fundamental undermining of the very values she and William are staking their future on. Insiders suggest that Catherine's quiet but firm conviction has resonated deeply with the king. She represents the future he is trying to protect. Her reported stance is not born of personal rivalry, as some tabloids would have you believe, but of a profound institutional concern. When the king looks at Catherine, he sees a model of modern royal duty, and that model is diametrically opposed to the one being built in Montecito. This alleged involvement creates a fascinating and painful triangle. It's no longer just Charles versus Harry and Meghan. It positions Catherine, the future queen consort, directly opposite Meghan, the departed duchess. It frames this not as a father-son dispute, but as a clash of philosophies for the very soul of the monarchy. To understand the gravity of this, we have to look back. The royal family has endured crises before: abdications, divorces, devastating interviews. But this is different. This isn't about a single event. This is about an ongoing, global enterprise that uses the mystique of royalty as its primary marketing asset. The fear is that every new product launch, every new interview, chips away at the magic that sustains the crown. The king is in an impossible position. He is a father who loves his son, But he is also a monarch who has waited his entire life for this role, and who now sees the institution he loves being potentially damaged in the global marketplace. His alleged ultimatum is the action of a man who feels he has no other choice left. It is the institution's immune system finally kicking in at its highest level. And the reported role of Catherine signals a unification of the throne and the heir. It suggests that the Waleses are no longer just waiting in the wings. They're actively shaping the strategy of the crown, and that strategy is one of firm boundaries that, so, what happens next? The Sussexes have yet to publicly respond to these reports. Will they accept the terms? Or will they see this as a final, unforgivable act, severing the last fragile threads connecting them to the firm? Every move they make from this point forward will be viewed through the lens of this alleged royal command. The rift is no longer just growing. According to these insider accounts, it has been formalized by the king himself. And in the background, the steadfast presence of the Princess of Wales serves as a powerful symbol of what the crown is choosing to protect. This is more than a family feud. This is a defining moment for the House of Windsor. The walls of the palace are thick, but the whispers are growing louder. This story is evolving by the day. If you want to continue this journey with us, to get the clearest picture of what's truly happening, then you need to be part of this channel. Help us build this community. Subscribe to Royal Report 24/7. Like this video, and share it with those who understand that the most fascinating royal stories are the ones playing out just out of sight. The future of the monarchy is being written right now. We'll be here to report it.